So I'm out here with this much requested show, the JP show number 8. And for the first topic, as you guys are looking at all the topics on the screen, we're going to be talking about who will the Lakers land first. I mean, you hear all of these rumors. You hear Anthony Davis, Bradley Beal. Who else, Bohag? Carmelo Anthony. Who else we talking about here?
Kevin Durant, DeMarcus Cousins next season, Klay Thompson next season. Like, there's so many players. Like, every player is supposed to be a Laker next season.
And
every single player in the NBA is supposed to be a Laker next season.
And that's what I'm saying. And obviously, there's rumors surrounding all of them, but not all of them are going to be Lakers, which means somebody's lying around here, son. Who's lying? Because let's be realistic, son. Is Klay Thompson going to be a Laker? I don't know.
I doubt it. Nah.
I don't know. So let's go down the list. Let's go down the list and we're going to break it down. And we're going to go from least probable to most probable, in my opinion. And then maybe you can give me your take, Bohag. But, Bohag, I'm going to mention an NBA player that potentially could go to the Lakers, quote unquote. And you're going to tell me yes or no. So, first and foremost, we're going to start off with Carmelo Anthony. That's a no for me. You?
Yeah, nah, I'll have to say no.
Okay, Bradley Beal, a no for me. You?
Maybe.
And then we consider Kevin Durant, and that's a maybe for me as well.
Yeah, I can see that happening, so I'll say maybe.
Alright, so here's my take on all of this. I believe that the Lakers can end up with Anthony Davis and Kevin Durant, but if you trade for Bradley Beal, you're not going to be able to get those guys. Now, Kevin Durant is a guy that, as you mentioned before, Bohag, Kevin Durant's mother ain't opposed to Kevin Durant playing with LeBron. She's not opposed to it. And that may be a good look for many reasons. Of course, Kevin Durant's mother, she likes Los Angeles, whatever the case. And then, of course, Carmelo Anthony had an opportunity to play with the Lakers, but instead went to the Rockets, so we know what went down with that. If you get Bradley Beal, you won't be able to get Anthony Davis. I mean, Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis, because you won't have the money. So, realistically speaking, it's looking like Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis somehow, some way. I don't know how they're going to make it happen, but that's what it's looking like. Carmelo Anthony, Bradley Beal, and of course, I didn't even mention Kawhi Leonard because Kawhi Leonard would rather go to the Clippers. These guys ain't going to the Lakers as far as Kawhi Leonard, Carmelo Anthony, Bradley Beal, and Klay Thompson. They're not going to the Lakers. So, what's your take, Bohag? Because, Bohag, you know, man, these rumors are just crazy. So, who's going to be a Laker, man?
Alright, so these are all just rumors, but so I'm always on clutchpoints.com, and one article that I saw was that the New Orleans Pelicans will be open to trading Anthony Davis if they're lower than the 4th seed by the All-Star break. So if they're lower than the 4th seed by the time the All-Star break, and if AD demands a trade at that point, they will be open to trading him. Now, the Lakers are a team that's on his list. So are the Boston Celtics, the 76ers, and I forgot one other team that he said, potentially like the New York Knicks or something like that. And I would think that the Pelicans would rather want to trade him to a different conference rather than a team within their conference unless they're willing to rebuild. So if they're not willing to rebuild and if they're still trying to compete, then I could see them trading him somewhere out east. But if they're willing to rebuild, which they probably most likely will have to trade away AD because they can't win without AD.
So Bohag, let me ask you a question. Who are the Lakers trading for Anthony Davis? Who's leaving?
Oh, the Lakers are trading anybody. The only player that's off limits is LeBron, but well, I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure, like, my guess would be that they would trade their young core for Anthony Davis and maybe, like, another asset. Or they might trade Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and some picks for Anthony Davis. Because if the Pelicans want to rebuild their team, right, they're going to want picks, like draft picks and young assets. So trading away Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and a bunch of picks, that'll work. But if they just want to still be a decent team, I guess, like still kind of compete, then the only way the Warriors can, the only way the Lakers can give them a good package.
Let me cut you off right there, Bohag. What's the only package the Lakers can give Anthony Davis? Because Listen, man, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball and a measly draft pick ain't gonna do it for me for Anthony Davis. I mean, it's simply not.
Alright, well, if the Pelicans are still trying to compete, and say, for instance, the Celtics, they have their package, Philly might have their little package, the Knicks might have their package. If the Pelicans still want to compete, and if the Lakers really want Anthony Davis, which will convince the Pels to still trade him within their conference, they would have to give up their young core, which is a lot. That's most of the Lakers' depth. The only reason why the Lakers right now are somewhat of a good team right now is due to the fact that they have Dwight and they have depth. They're not a good team when it comes to their chemistry, but their length and their depth still helps them pull out wins at times, right? So that's giving up a lot for Anthony Davis. But the reason why the Lakers will be willing to do this to get AD is because getting Anthony Davis, right, that'll make the Lakers more attractive for other free agents. Because nobody wants to just join a 34-year-old LeBron James that's slowly declining and leaving his prime, right? But if you have Anthony Davis and LeBron, that team can still compete if you add in one more asset. And I'm pretty sure Kevin Durant would be gladly to join that big three trio. You can definitely win championships with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and AD. Who's stopping that squad? So when it comes to that, I think the Lakers will be willing to give up their entire young core like Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Lonzo Ball to get a trio of LeBron James, KD, and AD.
Yeah, and that'll get you far. Now, you said who's going to stop that? I'll tell you who isn't. Draymond Green. Draymond Green's going to be one stressed man, son. But
one stressed man.
Yeah, but moving on to the next topic, and this topic is going to be crazy. Dwight Howard. The man is... Dwight Howard has always been suspect, Bullhog. The man has always been suspect. The man smiles too much. He's a goofball. Who knows what goes on in them locker rooms, man. I mean, I protected Dwight Howard because I said that the whole story's fake. Then come to find out, Dwight Howard's out here grabbing people's balls. Now, how can you protect that? What I did mention to you was that Blake Griffin was a man that did that to his trainer. He horsed around like that. And guys do horse around. I mean, I've seen it myself. You know, I play basketball and guys will hold, they'll hold each other's hands joking around. Of course, the guy will pull it away and be like, yo, you're gay or whatever. Don't do that with me. Or you'll have a guy blow somebody a kiss after they hit a jump shot. Like, I've seen guys horse around. Now, as far as ball grabbing, if anybody do that to me, I mean, it's going to be on site. Yeah, now, I have played a game where, a Bangkok game where people will run up to you and punch you in the nuts. I mean, but that's not the same thing as grabbing your nuts and whatever Dwight Howard did. You know what I'm saying? That's just
like he literally grabbed these nuts and like twisted it, bro, and cuffed it. Like to me, that's a little too much. Like, I know guys, they have to have fun and do these gay jokes, but I've never seen it get physical, and especially to that extent. To me, that's taking it way too far. That's more than just jokes. If you literally grab some guy in that area, that's because you wanted to do it. Not because you're trying to be funny. You thought about it in your head and you wanted to grab it. So,
which makes me... But let me cut you off here. And this is what makes me believe this story may be fake. But it wouldn't surprise me if Dwight Howard did something nasty in the past is gonna haunt him, because this story's fake about the whole gay guy. At first he said he was transsexual, then he said he was gay and he just wears wigs or whatever this person is. I believe that story's fake. The screenshots, all of that, it's all fake. Photoshop. I don't believe it. The phone call, fake. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Now, as far as Dwight Howard being a goofball, I'm not surprised that he grabs people nuts. I'm not surprised. Because don't that dude smile too much? Don't he goof around? He thinks he's like a 40-year-old. I mean, how old is this guy? 33, 34? And he acts like he's 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 years old. That's why Kobe...
Howard wants to be the modern Shaq. And you know how Shaq, like, he was a goofball, but on the court he was serious. But he was a goofball off of the court. Dwight Howard always wanted to be Shaq, you know, and that's why Shaq kind of felt some way towards him. Shaq, he didn't Shaq, right? But with the whole gay thing, there's a lot of celebrities and athletes who are low-key doing that stuff behind closed doors. So that's why I'm saying that if he is, like, yeah, that story may be fake, but if he is low-key in the closet gay, maybe, you know, then, hey, that's dude's life. I wouldn't really be that shocked. I do believe that story, though, is fake due to the fact that same transgender has been caught doing this fake stuff towards other famous people, you know.
And bro, just to keep going, LiAngelo Ball was allegedly caught doing the same thing, talking to a tranny or paying for a tranny or whatever. And it's what I told you, bro. Listen, man, there comes a point in a celebrity's life. Charlie Sheen did this, where you have so much sex with women that you like lose the appetite for regular vagina, to put it in a scientific, because you've gotten so much, so you want to try other things when you've had sex with hundreds of women. Imagine Dwight Howard, imagine LiAngelo Ball, imagine Charlie Sheen. And you know, sex was meant to be in the confines of marriage. That's how God created it to be, not created to have 1,000 partners. And then
I remember you telling me that too, and that's why when I first heard the story about the tranny, right, I thought that might have been true due to the fact that Dwight Howard has 8 kids, but he's never been married. He has like multiple baby mamas and stuff like that. So, you know, he's out here just like doing his thing. So, and I remember when he told me last time. So in my head, I'm like, oh, maybe he got tired of vagina and he wanted to kind of change things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when the whole trainee thing came out, I thought that maybe there might have been some truth to it, you know?
And bro, it's a shame because a lot of people find identity in sex. That's what people really classify men as today. For example, if you get more women than I get, you're a bigger man than I am by society standards. Bull hog gets all the hoes, as they say. Bull hog gets all the girls. Or JP gets all the girls. JP got it like that. JP's the man. So me having sexual partners considers me to be the man. And so you have these athletes, and the first thing they do once they get their first paycheck, they follow all of these Instagram hoes that are gonna leak them dry. And look at Andre Drummond, this doofus, man. Excuse my language for calling the guy doofus, but he got 2 Instagram famous girls pregnant at the same time, son. What you think they liked? You think they liked Andre Drummond because Andre Drummond is handsome, or did they like?
No, he's an athlete, bro. He has money. He has clout. That's what they want, bro. If you have clout is very attractive to some of these females out here. Like, not all of them, but there's some females out here that chase clout. If you have clout, they will sleep with you so they can get clout themselves, you know?
Yeah, and it's a shame, son. It's really a shame. I mean, it's how I was saying, man. This sex stuff, man, and going around, and I got 40 girls, I got all the hoes, and all of this, and all of that garbage. That bites at your soul, bro. And you know, that creates soul ties. You have people that are attracted to that person, and this person is attracted to that person, and then they try to get married, but they had all of these sexual partners, so now they can't be loyal, because when you've had 40 sexual partners, how is it that you're gonna be married to just one? You know, it's just ridiculous. What's your take on this, by the way?
Overall, like, the overall topic, is that what you're asking?
Well, I'm asking on the Dwight Howard situation. What do you believe? Like, what's your ultimate consensus of this to finalize?
Alright, so my final thought on this, I think that the tranny story is fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was in the closet out here doing things behind closed doors. Maybe the trainee heard about that kind of stuff that he's been doing behind closed doors, so she wanted to come up with her own rumor and just run away with it. But the whole video with him grabbing his teammate's nut, to me, you can't go. Like, to me, that's too far. I think that if he did that, and if he took it that far, he wanted to do it, there's no excuse for doing that. So to me, that's a very homo act, you know. And you can't even say no homo after doing that. That's all homo.
And Bullhog, to just say something. Now that I think about it, Blake Griffin is the perfect example of a guy that was horsing around. Everybody knew Blake Griffin was horsing around. I mean, nobody called Blake Griffin gay when Blake Griffin put that guy's head down. You remember that?
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, but everybody's calling Dwight Howard gay because the man is suspect. Let's say it how it is. Dwight Howard is suspect. The man is suspect.
Yeah, facts. And then Blake, like, I mean, like, he kind of fake in it, but he wasn't trying to, like, fully do it. But Dwight Howard physically grabbed some dude in his, you know, in his area and, like, gripped it and twisted it. Like that's super, like, you're rich in there.
Bro, I'm sorry. You said it is.
Like,
You said in this area. You said in this area. Yo.
Well, nah, but seriously though, like to me that was too far. When I saw that video, I was like, whoa. It's the fact that he like legit looked down, so in his head he was trying to do it. Like he made eye contact with the dude's area, right? And reached down, grabbed it, and the dude squeezed his legs and like tightened up his legs and stuff like that.
And bro,
Come on, bro.
let me tell you something else that's suspect. Dwight Howard hasn't responded to the allegations. I still believe that the allegations are fake. I believe that the stories are fake. But the fact that he hasn't responded, there has to be some kind of dirt from some tranny out there that's just waiting for Dwight Howard to say something like it's not true, and then they'll expose Dwight Howard.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that might be the case.
Because, bro, anybody accuse me of being gay, and I'm going to protect myself till the death of me, son.
You gotta protect your image, man. You gotta protect your image. Here's the thing about it, though. So what teammate's nuts did he grab, though? Like, who was that guy?
Isaiah Cannon. Isaiah Cannon.
Right.
And the reason I know it's Isaiah Cannon is because I played 2K. My player, no, it wasn't my player. It was my team. And Isaiah Cannon was a 65 overall. He played in the Rockets. And, man, that guy sucked in 2K. Gives me nightmares till this day. Man, it gives me nightmares till this day, man.
Dude was trash?
In 2K.
Yeah,
I don't know about real life, but in 2K he was.
So me and my people were all talking about it, and if Dwight Howard's gay, then he's gay too. Because I don't care what happens, but he just sat there and he took that.
Oh,
I don't care mid-game. I don't care. If you grab my area like that, then I'm gonna drop you right there.
But bro,
I don't care.
Bro, here's what I think though. I think that since Dwight Howard has so much influence and Dwight Howard is so popular, he probably felt threatened by Dwight Howard, and he was like, if I retaliate, I'm only gonna get in trouble because Dwight Howard's the star. So probably, what if Dwight Howard?
You gotta protect your manhood, bro. You gotta protect your manhood.
Yeah.
And then plus, Cannon, what he could say is go back and watch that tape and see what he did to me.
That's true. All right, moving on. So a lot of people were chewing my ass in the last video I made. Not the stream, but I was talking about how Kevin Durant can't beat these teams without Curry. And I mentioned that the Clippers don't have any All-Stars in their first place. So no one in the West has an excuse. LeBron has no excuses. KD has no excuses. The Jazz have no excuses. The Rockets have no excuses because they all have All-Stars. The Clippers don't have a single one. I don't want to hear it. And then you had people saying that KD scored 51 and if Curry would have been there, but that's not my point. My point is you had Klay Thompson. That's one more Klay Thompson than what the Clippers have. So you guys should have pulled that game off. And they didn't. Granted, the man had 51. I'll give you that. Now, Raptors or Warriors in a 7-game series in the finals, assuming the Raptors make the NBA finals, I'm most likely going a 6 to 7 game series. People may look at me like I'm crazy and say, why would you give the Raptors that many games against the Warriors? And the reason I do is because Kawhi Leonard was backhanding the Warriors before Zaza Pachulia intentionally injured Kawhi Leonard. So that's why I have so much high hopes on the Raptors, and the Celtics just can't seem to get it together. It's either Bucks or Raptors that are going to make it to the NBA Finals. I don't know who is going to make it out. If it's the Bucks or the Raptors, I don't know. If the Raptors make it, Bohag, I gotta say this, Bohag. The Bucks give it to the Warriors, even when the Warriors have Curry. I mean, they just have no answer for Antetokounmpo. So what's your take on this? Like, give me this answer, Bohag. Who's making it out the East? The Celtics ain't gonna do it. Maybe the Bucks and the Raptors. I'm a Celtics fan. I'd like the Celtics to make it, but I don't think it's likely. So, Raptors or Bucks, and if the Raptors and Bucks make it to the finals, do they have a chance against the Warriors? Hit me with it.
If the Raptors make it to the NBA Finals, do they have a chance against the Warriors? A healthy Warriors team I got the Warriors in 6. I don't think the Raptors have enough to be a healthy Warriors team. Now, a Warriors team without Curry, oh yeah, for sure. But a Warriors team with Curry and Draymond Green, with DeMarcus Cousins coming back healthy, I got the Warriors beating them in 7 games. I think the Raptors will hand it to them. They will make things hard, but at the end of the day, the Warriors with Curry and the way they when Curry's on that team, he just changes up the game so much. It's really hard to guard that squad because everybody's so focused on Curry coming past half court, which they would rather let everyone else beat them rather than Curry. But you over here trying to focus on Curry. Now you have Klay Thompson, who's arguably second best shooter in the whole league. He'll get his points. You got Kevin Durant, a top 5 player. He'll get his points. So there's just too much firepower. And now you have DeMarcus Cousins, even though he has a torn Achilles, right? His game never really relied on his speed and his jumping ability. So he'll still get his points too. He'll probably get like 15 points per game, but that's enough. To me, this Warriors team will be too overwhelming, but the Raptors will make it hard for them. You know what? I wouldn't even be shocked if the Raptors take it 7 games. Now, if it's the Bucks that make it to the NBA Finals, it's a different story. Now, I don't think that the Bucks can beat the Raptors, and I don't think that the Raptors can beat the Warriors, but I think that the Bucks can beat the Warriors, if that makes sense. Like, if the Bucks somehow make it out, they're going to give the Warriors a hard time potentially beat them. But if it's the Raptors, who I think most likely will make it out of the East, I think that they'll lose to the Warriors in about 6 or 7 games.
Bullhog, you know what's the thing,
yeah.
Bullhog? It's crazy to me how easy the Bucks make it look against the Warriors. They make it look easy when the Warriors.
They spank the Warriors every time, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. They make it look easy, whether they're healthy or not. They make it look easy. But continue on, bro.
Yeah, like they really do make it look easy. Like the Warriors have a hard time going up against really tall teams, so that's why I also think that the Lakers could potentially give them problems too, due to the fact that they're a really tall and long team. But I don't think that they have enough experience to hold with the Warriors, you know. But the Bucks just they bully the Warriors. Nobody can guard Giannis. Giannis bullies Kevin Durant when they go head to head, and it's so crazy to me. Like Kevin Durant can't guard Giannis at all whatsoever. Like Giannis makes Kevin Durant look like a baby, and Kevin Durant plays better defense due to the fact that he's on a really great defensive team. But Giannis and the whole Bucks team, they toy with the Warriors. Now, if the Bucks lose in the finals, that would be due to lack of finals experience, nerves. So the Bucks will have to choke. Like my thoughts, the Bucks will have to choke to lose that final series.
And listen, let me tell you something. This is why I wouldn't be worried about DeMarcus Cousins, because a healthy Brook Lopez, he's gonna go toe to toe with DeMarcus Cousins. Brook Lopez fears no man, and Brook Lopez can shoot that 3 beautifully. People forget how good
Brook Lopez really is when fully healthy and fully engaged. Like when dude was in Brooklyn and on the New Jersey Nets, he was a dog, bro, and he still has that in him. Like people truly forget how good and like how skilled and how talented Brook Lopez really is, bro.
Oh yeah, and the Bucks got him for a bargain, man, a straight bargain. So, bro, to continue to the last topic, who's the best player in the world? And I'm gonna start off this one by telling you, do you know that Shaq anointed a new Superman?
Yeah, he did, and that's Giannis.
Yes, sir. And I can tell why he did it. Bro, I was looking at Giannis the other day. I think it was against the Bulls. And this man was doing things that I never seen in my life. He dunked on Robin Lopez without barely jumping. I just never seen anything like that in my life. He looked like Shaq.
Go ahead, bro.
No, Giannis looked like Shaq. He looked like Shaq. Like, if Shaq were skinny and had handles, that would be Shaq.
He's too dominant. The way that he's built, he literally walks into the paint and dunks on whoever he wants to. He stretches out his arms and just puts it in a hole. There's nothing you can do about it. He's right now, he's the most dominant player in the game. Might not be the best, but he's the most dominant for sure. And you could argue him being the best due to the fact that he has an all-around game. Like, he's good at rebounding, he's a good defender, he's a good playmaker. He can score. Now, he's not a skilled scorer, but he's talented, and his body is, like, the way that his body is built, like he doesn't have to be a skilled person when it comes to points in, like, his offensive game. He's just that dominant to the point where that doesn't matter. Same with Shaq. Shaq was bigger than everybody, so he would just move you out the way, dunk on you, and he'll get his points.
So
he don't have to be skilled. He don't have to be, you know, a team or drink shake you. He'll just body you and put points.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
LeBron or Giannis?
Right now? I still say LeBron's greater, but
No. Don't.
Wait.
Okay.
Due to the fact that Giannis is younger and more dominant, I don't think LeBron could hold Giannis' jockstrap right now.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not saying greatness-wise. I'm saying who's the better player right now. Overall.
Yeah, right now it's Giannis. Like, LeBron, he's more skilled because when you get to play, LeBron is more skilled, but Giannis is more dominant. So, I don't know if that makes Giannis a better player, but he's more dominant than LeBron. But LeBron can still shoot better. He can still pass better. He's more talented and more skilled. So, but Giannis is more dominant, if that makes sense. So,
yeah. All right. So this is my list. I got Kawhi, I got Giannis, I got LeBron, and then I got KD.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, bro. I think Kawhi right now might be the best player in the world, bro. Kawhi might be the best player. Just like just seeing him play, bro, it's amazing to watch, bro. He reminds me so much of Jordan. The way that he plays, the way that he moves, like,
talking about Jordan. You seen them New Balances? Yeah.
Dude signed with New Balance, but the reason why he did was because Jordan, I think they weren't trying to renew his contract, so he had to sign with somebody else. But New Balance, though, that's funny. And, like, some people rock New Balances, but New Balance really, like, out of all the brands he could have chose, he chose New Balance.
Bro, I would never wear New Balances to play basketball, bro. I feel like I'd break my ankles in 49 pieces, bro.
Hey, I actually have before. I got the, what they call, like a 2.5 or whatever, so I've bought with them before, like, once or twice, you know, just, like, something random stuff, but I usually don't fall with nothing but KD's and Kobe's and Kyrie's, so.
Let me ask you a question. Let's go by position. And I'm going to go first. The best players by position, from the point guard to the center. And I'll go first. If I were to start an NBA team today, my starting point guard would be, and I want you to pick, I'm going to pick the point guard, and then you're going to pick your point guard, because we can't pick the same players, okay? So take this as a draft, and then you're going to add a six-man. So I'll go, this is the lottery, okay? So, bam, I got the first pick in the lottery. My first pick for point guard, Russell Westbrook. You're up next. Okay, so now since I picked first for the point guard, you pick first for the shooting guard.
For shooting guard,
who's it gonna be, Bullhog?
James Harden.
James Harden, okay. So you got James Harden. At my shooting guard, I'm gonna have to go with, and this is gonna be tough because you picked James Harden, and initially I wanted James Harden. So, what good shooting? There's a lack of shooting guards in the NBA right now, man. If you think about it, I mean, you got Klay Thompson. You
also got Jimmy Butler, who's been balling out lately.
I don't want no Jimmy Butler, bro. Come on, get out of here with that. He's gonna end up fighting Bro, he's gonna end up fighting my team, bro. I don't need fist fights in my locker rooms, man.
If they ain't showing up, then you would, yeah.
Alright, so I'll go, unfortunately, and I don't want to, but I'll go with Klay Thompson at the shooting guard. So I got Westbrook, I got Klay Thompson, and then you got Harden, and you also got Curry. Who's your small forward?
Small forward, I'm gonna have to pick LeBron.
Okay, and then at my small forward, I'm picking Giannis. Who's your power forward?
Power forward, you know, I went, Anthony Davis.
And I'm going with Porzingis.
Oh, Porzingis. Alright, I like Porzingis.
Yeah, and who's your center?
Jokic.
And then I'm going to have to go with Brook Lopez. And I know that's rare. Brook Lopez. But, bro.
Embiid?
Oh, right. Embiid. Yes, I'll go with Embiid. Listen, bro. Listen. You know, I'm a little biased here because I was always a Brook Lopez fan since the Nets days. So, listen, the things I've seen Brook Lopez do in person, because TV doesn't do Brook Lopez justice. I've literally seen this. I've literally seen this man do magic in person. Like, I play basketball. I've seen Brook Lopez completely shut down point guards. Like, this man will guard point guards in real life now. I remember this dude was guarding Chris Paul, and he was staying in front of him. In person now. I don't know how I looked on TV. But this man is very, very underrated. So the fact that I'm picking Brook Lopez, and my team is as follows. Westbrook, Thompson, Giannis, Porzingis, and Lopez. I can rock with that team. Everybody can shoot the three in that squad. You got...
Yeah, you're right, they can.
Except Westbrook. You're a little funny. Now you got.
Giannis can't really either.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I ain't worried about that. Opposed to you got Curry and Harden. That's decent. You got LeBron at the 3 or Kawhi.
LeBron.
See, so you got Curry, Harden, LeBron, and at your power forward, who you had?
I had AD.
Okay, that's not bad. And then of course at your center, who you had? Jokic, right? So that would be a good. That would be a good matchup. I wonder who would win that. That would be. I would pay money to watch that game. I would pay money because Jokic.
And the reason why I picked LeBron for that team over Kawhi is because Kawhi, he's not really one to really move the ball and like get teammates great shots. LeBron can do that. So we put LeBron and Curry and Harden on the same team. Harden and Curry would be splashing threes all day.
Now I will say this.
Them all day.
I will say.
Too.
No, I will say this. Lopez can guard Jokic in the outside perimeter. I'm not worried about that. Klay can guard Harden. Not that Klay can guard Harden. I'm not saying that he can't. But Klay can at least. Exactly. And then Westbrook and Curry, they're going to go at it. And then Antetokounmpo and LeBron, they're going to go at it. And then at the power forward, Porzingis and Anthony Davis, they'll go at it. So.
Because whenever LeBron and Giannis, they go head to head, right? LeBron, like, he can't really hold Giannis, but Giannis, he can't really guard him either, you know?
You know what's funny?
He has a hard time guarding LeBron as well.
You know what's funny?
Yo, what's up?
No one picked Kevin Durant, son. That's...
See, listen, bro. When it comes down to it, if you put LeBron James on that super team, I think he would do a better job than KD.
Well, absolutely.
On that super team, so yeah.
Who's your sixth man?
My sixth man? Who should I have as my sixth man? Should he be an actual sixth man?
No. Just any NBA player. Jimmy Butler, that's not a bad look. And then I'll have Karl-Anthony Towns.
That's not bad.
Which you'll have people that are gonna probably look at this stream and go, "Whoa, did you just like start Lopez over Towns?" But Towns, yeah, but Towns don't got that heart. Towns don't got that heart, man. Lopez got heart. I take heart over skills any day. And plus,
Towns is such a sweet boy, bro.
Yeah, and yo, listen. At the end of the day, Lopez and Giannis, they play together. The chemistry's there. The guys you mentioned, none of them play together. So, yeah. So you got that. I'm thinking long term, brother. I'm thinking long term.
I hear you, but back to Towns though. Towns is such a sweet boy, bro. Because how you gonna let Jimmy Butler get into your head? You heard about rumors of what Jimmy had did to Towns, right?
Nah, I don't believe those. I don't believe those rumors about his girl and all that.
Well, if that's true, you can't let a guy like that really get you out of your game like that. You should be doing that to him.
Yeah, and yo, not for nothing, but come on, Karl-Anthony Towns. From what I heard, you couldn't score on Jimmy Butler in the post. Come on, son.
When he had the third string, no, first of all, he's 6'8", you're 7'1". You got some weight on him. You got inches on him. Like, just post him up, back him down, turn around and hook it. Like, it's not that hard. Like, you can't let Jimmy Butler body you when you're a center.
Bro, it gets worse, though. Andrew Wiggins scored 0 points in the recent game.
He did?
0 points, son. Look at his stat line for his son. How do you score 0 points in an NBA game?
Wiggins is such a disappointment.
And bro,
the fact that he has so much talent and he's so skilled, but he just has no heart. He's in it for the money, from what I heard.
Yeah, and
like,
bro,
rumors.
Bro, let me ask you a question, son.
Yo,
Jimmy Butler was his excuse. Now Jimmy Butler's gone, and you score 0 points. That's terrible.
Yeah. You know who's been balling out lately though? D-Rose.
Of course, man. Of course.
Derrick Rose has been looking pretty good lately,
And yo,
bro.
from what I hear, he has the highest percentage from 3-point range.
Yeah, bro. Dude's been lights out from 3, and he's been taking them too. So it's not like he takes like 1-3 every other game. Like, he's been shooting 3s pretty much every game. Like, he's shooting it.
You think he's gonna get paid? You think he's gonna get paid?
Nah, bro. I doubt it, because like, he's almost 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think teams trust that he'll, you know, like increase more and more. Since he's 30, then he's gonna start to slowly go down. Like, bro, like he never really hit his prime, but if he was in his prime right now, he would be slowly going down from his prime now that he's 30 years old. So I don't see him getting paid. Maybe paid a little more than what he's getting paid right now, but no max deal or nothing. No.
Yeah, so I agree. And bro, with that being said, this podcast is now over. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit it with a like. I'm out. And yo, y'all make sure to subscribe to Bullhog's channel.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.